Hello everyone, it's Creamy and Tina. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's just having a wonderful day and things are going your way and that you're in the best of health.
Yes, most importantly, health. So we were having a conversation the other day about things that kind of help you become kind of an official expat. Things that you might want to put on the list, maybe you already have on your list, that things you've already accomplished in fact. Because we have so many people that have been writing to us now that the airports are open, right? That I'm trying to get my arm comfortable. That they are out here, they're ready, and they're getting ready to make that move. So there's things that they're getting in order. Here are some things. First one, think about accommodations.
Right.
Meaning, make sure you pre-visit the place that you want to stay. If it's here and it's Santiago, it's the North Coast, it's the South, wherever it is, Santo Domingo, make sure you are pre-visiting that place. Make sure in that place, that city that you want to go to, and you could be going to another country for all we know, anywhere you're talking about relocating. Make sure you check out different areas where you may get housing and possibilities for relocation. It also kind of gives you, helps you shape a realistic lifestyle, an idea of what that looks like what housing is available in that area in your budget range. Are there decent schools nearby if you have kids? Because we do have a few viewers that are saying they're going to bring kids. But above all, don't rush into a hasty decision and thinking that you have to buy a home. Know your area, get a realistic idea of the lifestyle in that area by visiting, by seeing how much this stuff costs there, because like I tell my kids all the time, they have caviar tastes, but they're on a chicken nugget budget. So they think they're going to live, like the rich and famous, but you can only afford so much. So be realistic.
Absolutely. And that's important. That's an important topic, Tina, because if you
tell them about the emails we get.
The emails that we get, people want to do a lot of things and they say a lot of things.
Yes,
but everybody's not on the same level financially.
Yes.
So, only you really can decide that. But, sometime in life, sometimes brothers and sisters bite off too much that they can handle.
More than they can chew.
More than they can chew. And then they blame it on you.
Yeah, I don't even know how many people we get that write in and say, I want to live in a modern, brand new apartment. I want all the amenities plus some, but I only want to pay $200 or $300 a month. And it needs to be fully furnished, and it needs this, and it needs that, and I want this, and I want that. Remember, as you add things to your list, the price is also added to. You cannot live where you want to for the amount of money you have unless you check it out.
Check it out.
Because, honestly,
Absolutely.
There are some surprises. Like, this place was a huge surprise.
Right,
By no means did I ever think that we'd be living like this. I thought that was way too expensive. But then I always like to pad the bill a little so I don't get disappointed. So when they showed us this place, I was like, look, I'm not paying $2,000 a month for a place, and they were like, no, it's not that much. So you do find little gems. That's why it's good to walk around neighborhoods like we used to do. Write down numbers that you see, places for rent and things like that, and go and check them out.
Yeah. It's how you do your research. And it's all about, like I said, it's all about research because you're the one that's got to live in the area that you're thinking about moving in. You got to know the neighborhood you want.
Right.
And it's different when you have kids because it'd be nice if you have a park or somewhere close by where the kids can play. So that puts the whole thing on a whole different scope.
Yeah.
You might want a house.
Schools. All that, yeah.
So you might want a house instead of an apartment.
Right.
But don't forget, it's all about your budget.
Yes. And the second thing, learn the language. Yes, you need to learn I cannot say this enough. You need to learn the language of where you are going to live. Be honest, you're not going to be fluent in a month, nor does anyone, expect you to be. But you need to at least learn the basics so that you can get around as a first-time expat. It just makes it easy. Don't wait till the last minute and think you're going to do fine when you get out here.
Right.
How'd that work out for you? You thought you had a good grasp and then you didn't.
I was stumbling. I was falling. I was flipping. But through those hard knocks, it just really encouraged me because at first it's kind of fearful when you're in an all Spanish speaking country. And you can't blame the culture because you moved here.
Exactly.
So you just got to get it together. I got to pull out my app,
And people help, but
yeah.
you can't rely, that's what I said all the time, you cannot rely on people to help you. You can't have somebody with you every step of the way, so you need to learn how to navigate. You know what I'm saying? If you don't speak the local language, you don't want to rely on everybody where you're like, oh, I got to text this person. I don't know what they're saying. I get my friend on the phone. My friend can talk to you. Your friend's job is not to take care of your business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So learn as much as you can before you move abroad, or at least learn some of the commonly used phrases. I can't say that, and I say it to you all the time. Phrases and words to ease frustrations, because you're going to have enough frustration just navigating your new life. Don't double or triple that frustration by not having a good grasp on the language.
I was watching also a video yesterday, Tina, how a lot of people, some of the YouTubers, I mean not YouTubers, but some of the people that are coming here, they're moving up north. Lost Terrain a place like that.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And so they normally would have somebody to help them if they're looking for a house.
Right.
That same person will help them to maneuver the language, show them the area, food stores, and just kind of help them out to really give them a jump start. But if you don't have that,
but that becomes I think, in my personal opinion, I tell you this all the time, that becomes like a crutch. And you should not rely on a crutch, because that crutch is not going to, it's nice at first, but that crutch is not with you every day. When you wake up, does somebody meet you at the door and say, why, hello, Mr. Mariani, what would you like to do today, and how can I be of service to translate and make your experience here in DR better? No. You wake up and you go, I got to go run errands and pay bills and do whatever, and here I go with my trusty Google Translate and a smile. Let me go.
But that's what some people have chosen to do. Get with somebody like that and use them as a sponsor, help them set up bank accounts, all that kind of stuff. But we didn't have any of that when we got here. So we had to fake it until we made it. Everything worked out for us. We stumbled. We had problems. I know I had some barriers. My wife speaks more Spanish than I do. I'm still learning. I'm still looking at my app on my phone. We're gonna get there, but don't let that stop you.
No. I mean, it didn't scare me. Like, I haven't used my Spanish since, maybe 15, 20 years. But, you assimilate, you learn. I remember my basics. And on top of that, I start using it more. And I got better at it the more I use it. And what I didn't know, I just point blank would say, yeah, I don't know. What does that mean? And they would have to sit there and try to explain it to me as best I learned some new words.
Right.
Use it as a learning experience. But anyway, the third thing you might want to do, be realistic and stay focused. If you think your time abroad is going to be one long dreamy vacation, you're mistaken. There are certain glamorous points to living abroad, of course. Like, look at our background. It's beautiful. But the mundane daily tasks are the same no matter where you live. I feel like I still had to go to the grocery store in Vegas. I still had to run errands. I feel like it's the same here. So remember that you won't be a tourist on an extended vacation. Party every day, party. Because some people think that.
And some people get lost in that, because we had to deal, with some subscribers. And
we did a video on that. Remember the difference between, what was it? The name of that video. The difference.
Vacation lifestyles.
Lifestyles.
Right. We did a video on that.
Watch that video.
And we're just trying to help you brothers out. 'Cause like I said, when you come out here, you got business to handle, got business to take care of. You're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy yourself because you're in the Caribbean. You're in the tropics. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Who would not want to be in a beautiful place like this?
Right.
I thank God every day. Every single day where I am right now. And the little small stuff that I had to go through to get here was just small stuff. And I can sit back now and say, you know what? It was worth every second of that heartache.
Right.
Because look where I am right now.
But you treat every day like it's your regular life.
Right.
He did at first. He kept saying every day he woke up, well, we're on vacation. I'm on retirement then. And then I was like, okay, but it's real life. So let's get past that, because there's things we got to do. This one's my favorite. I cannot say it enough. Make sure you do lots of your own research. Thoroughly go through the customs, the cultures, and the laws of that country to avoid any trouble or cultural blunders. Find out if you need anything particular to that country in advance. Know before you go. If you can easily sort out a few of the essentials yourself, like SIM cards for your mobile phone so that you can get local service, or setting up a new bank account, it will ease the frustration and you'll be able to enjoy actually being in your new city.
And it's like just setting up goals and tasks for yourself every single day so you know what you got to tackle. Because, I mean, you'll know that once you move into your place and you have your sponsor there, whoever, landlord, wherever it may be, they're going to give you a list of stuff, places you need to go.
Right.
Make sure, you pay your bills, everything's done right, everything's done in a good, timely manner. We've covered a lot of information on our videos.
Right, and that's what I always suggest. You guys that have reached out, I will hit you back in a second with the video if I know I thoroughly have covered something.
Right.
So if you're asking something that I know we've covered in a video, I'm going to keep referring you to that video. Rewind, play, take notes, and then do your own research. Because like someone had asked me, we did one on jobs, on mobile, what was it called? Remote working, yes. And then asked, what do you think I should do? Do I know you? I don't know your educational level. I don't know your work background. I know absolutely nothing about you, and so how could I tell you what remote job to do? I don't know. So my answer is like, I don't know. I listed job sites, look up, find the information out. You know what suits you best.
So you can either Google that, go online. I don't care if you got YouTube. Just go in there, what's the best remote, just try to find the information
yourself.
Because we can't live this life for you.
Right.
You got to get out there in this big wide world. The same internet we got, the same web we got, it's available for you also.
Well, and like I've said in other videos, it's your money and it's your life. Who could tell you how to spend your money? Certainly not me, because let me tell you, you come over here and try to tell me how to spend my money, I'm going to look at you like this. It's my money, it's my life. I'm going to choose to do what I want. So I'm not trying to tell them what to do with their money or their life. So the next one, pick a spot that has almost everything available nearby. I cannot stress this enough. We get people that say, I want to live remote, away from everybody. I want to be up on a mountain where I have no neighbors. And I'm like, okay, but you do realize that you don't even know that area yet.
Right.
And you do realize that one day you are going to wake up and need, eggs. You're going to need, laundry detergent. Who knows? So living in the middle of nowhere can be troublesome when setting up a new home abroad. Not to mention isolating, especially if you're trying to meet new people and see new things. Hence, make sure that healthcare services, convenience stores, supermarkets, those are the key ones, are not too far from your home. And once you know a city well, it's much easier to pick a location that suits you. By that time, you'll have the facilities and you know what you need. So my suggestion is always like what we did. Now, we first moved to Los Jardines because we loved the locale, meaning we knew we weren't going to be there forever. That's why we knew we were only going to be there for 3 months. But it was nearby that we could walk in this direction, that direction, this direction, or that direction, and I'm going to find new things. We wanted to explore. We wanted to see where the grocery stores are, what restaurants were around, what laundry services, everything. We found everything around that locale until we got comfortable with that locale and ventured out and found our new home, where it's a little bit away, a little quieter, a little less in the spotlight, because that place was on a major street that people were always at. But you have to start somewhere. So that brings you back even to where I said before that you might want to first check out an accommodation. It doesn't mean it has to be forever. By no means. I think the people that fail and end up with their tail between their legs back at home are the people that go out and say, I got to buy a house. I see this mountain, I want to live on this mountain, or I see this beach and I want to live on this beach, not thinking that that mountain is a million miles away, and when it rains, it's going to be hell to go anywhere and get anything done. Or I want to go live on that beach, but I don't realize what salt does as far as corrosion to all my things that I own. Like we, moving out here, had no idea the effects on humidity, and I didn't even think about it, on leather and things like that. And then all of a sudden we go into our closet and all my really high-end purses started to have mold on them because of the humidity. And I was like, holy shit. You woke up and it was all your hats. So we had to buy dehumidifiers. We had to buy, that air cooler, there's things that you're not even going to think about, and you have to really live out there, talk to locals, and see how people take care of things like that.
Location, it's going to be your best friend. And and sometimes you may not find it on the first go around. Yeah. And then you might get blessed like we were. You know what I'm saying? So we gave ourselves time limit. We wasn't in a major rush. Right. When the opportunity came, we took the opportunity, we ran for it, and this is where we sit today. We're not killing ourselves, because I always believe, Tina, that haste makes waste. Yes. Sometimes it takes time to build, to start anew, because basically you starting from scratch when you get out here. Oh yeah. I'm talking about from credit, from location. People don't know nothing about you, so you starting from ground level one once you hit the ground and running. And like I said, it's up to you if you want to be isolated, have your little house, have you some trees in the backyard, feel, you can have all that. But just get ready for some nice long drives. If you don't mind driving, great, because car going to be your best friend, because you're going to spend a lot of time in that car than you spend enjoying your place.
But you have to know the area. You have to know, I have to get water service, I have to get this and that. My well has to be filled. Right. Who are you going to use? You don't know. You ain't never lived there. Right. So that's why I say you kind of always have to get a base, get a feel for that city, and then you can go out wherever you want to go. I mean, hey, please move to a farm. That way I get me some stuff grown. Get some chickens. I get me some eggs. Hey, hook sister up.
But long as wherever you move to, you're happy with.
Yes.
That's what this is about. Soul searching, being happy, because you got to pay wherever the rent or the mortgage where you sell at. But just make sure, like I said, make sure that it's going to fit you. Make sure that you're secure. You're not out there all by yourself, okay? Because this is not America. This is a different country. This is a different beast here. So you need to have security. If you don't have security in your parameters set up,
you need security in the freaking States. What are you talking about? All these people going crazy and looting. Stop. Right.
But what I'm saying is that a lot of you guys know what I'm trying to say about security. You know what I'm trying to say about security.
Yeah, don't come out here and, like they say, and go through the magical mist and think that you're immune to anything. And nothing bad's going to ever happen to you. Yes.
Thank you.
So last, adjust to the new things you have. You need to adapt to what's available in your new environment. For instance, like I was a huge Starbucks person. Remember that? Oh my God, I lived for Starbucks. I must say that it was my one guilty pleasure. I loved Starbucks coffee. But when we moved here, you have to adjust to what type of coffee you can get in your locality. Right. There's no Starbucks. But as a bunch of you guys know that have been here, there is Santo Domingo coffee, Santo Domingo cafes, and it is amazing.
I love it.
It's my new love.
I love it.
So, my point is constantly complaining about how you can't find the same brands at home, right? Or that you like the public transportation at home. It doesn't make you build a healthy relationship with your new home and environment. Try to focus on positives. Venture outside of your comfort zone. That's a huge thing. You might find an even better local product, brand, or restaurant in the process.
Right. And you guys that are thinking about moving here from New York, MTA don't run here. Yeah. You in Chicago, the L don't run here.
No,
okay? You got different transportations here because you're in a different country. So it's all about how you really can just position your thinking.
Right.
It's like doing some adjustments, because I'm gonna tell you something. Living here, it's almost like civilization goes back a few years. Okay.
In some things, yes.
And some things, especially when I went to the bank the first time.
Yeah.
I thought I was back in 1990. Seriously.
I like it though.
Well,
I like being waited on and not them pointing you to
an
ATM and not a teller. And
I like it too, but I see the transition. When I first got to Vegas in 1990, and then when I left Vegas, I see how Chase Bank was.
Yeah.
And how they only had one teller.
Yeah, because they put the ATM machine.
Because the machines are in there, and everything is going robotics now. I mean, it's killing the economy. It's killing a lot of jobs. We just looked at that video the other day. Yeah. Everything is going robotics. Everything is push button.
Yeah.
They get rid of people.
Technology.
Technology is just going crazy in our nations, Amazon is doing it, and they trying to tell me that it's just going to help a person that's work faster, be more sufficient. I don't know, Tina. I think we're being spied on.
Sometimes I think it is efficiency. Sometimes I don't want to deal with people, and they're making
Well, I don't want people
but,
infringe on me and got the camera on me the whole day that I'm working.
and that's why people sometimes like here, because it's a little slower pace and things like that are happening. But you always have to remember that because you're giving up things like the modern technology, you're saving money because things don't cost as much. When you're buying locally, to go back to that, you're saving money because you're not paying all the tax that it took to get that thing on a boat all the way here. That's why I say, when you come here, yes, you might love Oreos, so yeah, you might once in a while say, I'm going to go and get that pack of Oreos like you do. He does it, that's what I'm saying.
I give him Oreos.
But you also like a local brand, and you get that sometimes, buy locally. Try things out, Jumbo, Bravo, they all have their own brands. Supermercado Nacional. At Price Smart, we only get the things that we really want that are kind of American. And even at Price Smart, I still buy Dominican brand. I buy my coffee at Price Smart, for God's sake. So it's not no more. I just buy it because it's in a bigger package because I drink coffee like crazy. And I want the, higher end whole bean. So, I mean, you can still buy and save money, even though, because I know we get a lot of people, and I know you guys are going to run into this, Price Smart costs so much, and Price Smart, they're overpriced. You might as well stay in America if that's what you're buying. No, I just like buying in bulk. Like, I buy the toilet paper and the paper towel all made out here, but I buy it in bulk because I don't want to go every week for that. I buy it once every 3 months, and then we're good.
Now, the average Dominican, they go every other day
to the store.
Because I'm noticing that when I go and I get different things to pick up, I know some of the same people are in the line, social distancing, of course, with the mask on, but they're at.
But that's because remember when you buy produce, remember how fast your bananas go bad. That's why I was like, don't buy. Back in the States, you guys know you buy like a whole thing of bananas. Here, they'll go bad in 3 or 4 days. So I tell you, I was like, just buy 3 or 4 bananas and then go back. You like the little walk anyway. Which brings you back to get things close to you, because if you have your local person close that you can go and buy fruits and vegetables from, that's a nice little walk. It's a little, break of the day. Hey, I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to get some fresh veggies. I'm not going to spend that much because they were all grown locally. And they're going to go bad quick, so I can't keep them forever anyway. The same thing with avocado and plátanos, all that. I tell you, I go, don't buy a lot because it's going to go bad quick.
Well, let me tell you what really changed me, Tina. What really changed me and transformed me is that even when we was at our old apartment and we're here now, being amongst the locals has really transformed me as far as seeing how the Dominicans live, how they communicate with one another, the transportation services here, and the stores from Supermercado Nacional to Supermercado Central to Contigo, all them grocery stores is just walking distance. From my house, I go get some bananas, I can get the eggs, I know where to go and get them at. I'll be sweating like a dog in the heat when I get back.
He's saying that now because it's summertime and it's very humid and hot. Go early in the morning.
If you guys come here in July and August,
hottest month,
get ready to sweat like a Russian bull, okay? Because it's no
nice with
joke.
This breeze, but if we were to sit out here much longer, I'd be sweating to death.
I'd be fainting. I'd be like, oh my goodness. I mean, I just can't take it. It's a big difference between. I noticed there's a big difference between the weather here and the weather in Vegas.
Well, dry. You were used to that
weather
dry.
In Vegas,
it feels like you're in an oven heat.
A dry summer.
This reminds me of Indiana.
Does it?
Yeah, because Indiana's got high humidity because of Lake Michigan and all that. Yeah.
But you know how many years that I've
higher
dealt with?
Humidity here, but yes, it's close to what I'm used to. Yeah.
But it's been a lot of years since I've actually dealt with humidity. It's been a lot of years for me because, I mean, how many years you spent in Vegas? 18, 19, 18?
17, 18 years.
17, 18.
Yeah.
And I did almost double. So, I mean, I know the difference between, living on the East Coast and then living on the West Coast. There's a big difference. Difference in the heat, difference in how the weather affects your body and how many showers you have to take.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I pity you guys that living in New York right now because, here come July, here come August, and they talking about the coronavirus, the heat gonna knock it out.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know who
And
told
I would
that
like
lie.
to put a disclaimer. I said that.
I don't know who told that lie.
I said that
and
in a
cold
video.
heat ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly. And I said, remember how many months ago I said that? Like in March, I was like, that's a lie, because if that was true, we wouldn't have coronavirus here.
Absolutely.
And in all the other warm places that are warm year round. And I said it, and I was right. Just saying. But anyways, just making sure that you look back on these tips, making sure that you think about things, put it on your to-do list, check it off. It will help as you transition in whatever country you choose, wherever you decide to move as an expat.
And it's something that you have to feel. When you get to your new place, your new environment, your new area, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it on the inside. And this is where you're supposed to be, because we were really blessed to get our first place. We were able to walk, like she said, all the different places close by, the restaurants. I was still able to walk to the supermarket, still get home at a good time and everything. I was able to do recon like I did in the military. I recon the area.
She called it.
I called
Every
it recon.
morning, he said, I'm going to go do recon.
I was the advanced party. I did my recon, write different stuff down. I said, hey, honey, I found another restaurant just walking by down the street. That's the other one. Because you
I
can
was
find
up
more
getting
walking.
my coffee, doing my hair, and I was like, okay, have fun with your recon. I was
You
doing my
can
hair, doing my
find
makeup.
more. You can find more walking than you can do in a taxi or Uber or
True.
anything else.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you can get a chance to see everything. you
Little
know.
things, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm a kind of guy that my job was physical, so I got to stay active. Even now in retirement, I got to stay active. Go for nice long walks, sweat a little bit, still okay, because I want to stay in good health, you know, and prosper, even as my soul prosper. So you got to really be able to feel where you want to stay, where you want to be at.
Yeah.
And when you get to the right place, that where you're supposed to be
You'll
at,
know.
you'll know.
And
It's going to be
sometimes
something about it.
it's
You're going
not
to feel
plan A or plan B.
it. Right.
Like for us, we
Right.
sat there and we thought, first we thought, oh, we're going to RV life in the U.S.
Yeah.
Then we were like, no, I think we want somewhere tropical. So then we thought Puerto Rico.
Right.
But then Puerto Rico was,
Check
no.
this out.
And then I ended up at the mission trip in DR, which I would have never even thought Dominican Republic. And then I came back and said, you have to go. So sometimes it's not your plan A or your plan B, but plan C ends up even better than what you thought. And like I said, when you first take that step and you first make that move, then everything falls into place and it looks like nothing that you thought it would look, but it's perfect for you.
Right.
I think that's how it feels for me. I don't
Yeah.
know. Any expats that are out there, feel free to comment below and tell us if that was your experience. Or did you just luck out the first time, made the perfect decision, and everything turned out perfect? Who knows? Some people it does. I don't know. That wasn't the case for us, but
And that's good in that case, but there's always going to be trial and error, and I'd rather deal with those trial and errors because at least you'll know what to expect when you go back to that location, do business with that location. Just like saving your receipts, that's a plus, and that's a must. You got to save your receipts.
yes. And we did a video or it'll either be before or after this one, but we have already done the video on snags, life snags, things that stand in the way you think of your retirement and how you shouldn't let them. And that's something sometimes that like you think that plan A or whatever is going to work and it doesn't because of financial problems or divorce or this or that. So make sure you watch that video as well.
Got some good meat, good information. So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember, life is to be enjoyed.
Yes. Make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure especially to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when we have some more gems and some more great info for you guys. Thank you as always to our subscribers, our Caribbean family. Thanks for all the comments, all the emails, all the texts, everything that we've gotten. We try to respond as well as we can, and I will refer you back to those videos so that you can get those gems that you might have missed. But remember to go back and, hey, binge watch us.
We like that. Love those views. So until the next video, peace, and may God bless you all.